This is the lesson for how do you do it. I give this song a intermediate to advanced level just because the changes are kind of fast in it. So we'll start with the intro. The first chord there that I'm playing is 2nd fret on your D and G strings. Now we're going to hit our A string and our G simultaneously, and then pluck down through the D, G, and B. Now our next notes are D in the bass with a D octave on the B string, 3rd fret. 1st fret, open, 2nd on the G, and then to a G chord, which would be 3rd fret on your E string top, D and G strings open. Now our next two chords are 3rd fret on your A and G strings, 2nd fret on your D. Now our next chord is 5th fret A string, 4th fret D string, 2nd fret G string, and then back to the G. So it sounds like this. We're going to break the verse down into sections. Learn sections at a time on every song. We're going to start with our G in the bass, hit our D string, then to our B string. Now our next notes are E in the bass and D again on the 3rd fret B string. And then we want to pick down D, G, and B strings. Our next chord is A minor, which is 1st fret on the B, 2nd fret on the D and G strings. And we want to hit our A string and our B string simultaneously. We're going to hit that B string twice, and then the 3rd fret for it. Our next chords are D in the bass, 1st fret B string, open, 2nd fret G. So I'll take it again from the beginning. That's the first part of the verse. Master that section, then move on to the next part of the verse. We'll go from the G to the D string to the B again. And then when we hit our 3rd fret on the B, we're going to hit our bass open on the E. Open B string, 2nd fret G. Now back to the A minor chord. Now this next chord, we're going to hit 5th fret on our A and our G strings. Try and finger it like I'm doing. 4th fret on the D, 3rd fret on the B. We're going to pick our A and D, then our B and G. Then back to the G chord, only this time we're going to add the B string with it. Now just the B string, open, and then 3rd fret. Now our E in the bass, G string open, 2nd fret, B string open, G string 2nd fret again, back to the A minor chord, strummed all the way from the A, D, G, B strings. Now our next chord is 5th fret A, 4th fret D, we're just going to hit those two. Now we're going to hit our G open, 2nd fret, back to the G chord, with just our G in the bass and D and G strings open. So I'll play through the whole thing again up to this point so you can hear how it sounds. Now that part right there, I'm barring across the 3rd fret, 5th fret, A and G strings, 4th fret on the D string. And then I'm going to hit the bass in the G, then the D. Then I'm going to pick the D and G strings. So it goes. Now we're back into the verse. Now for the chorus part, instead of hitting our G funky like this, we're going to hit it just open with our G in the bass and our D and G strings. Okay. Now we'll get into the chorus part. Break that down first. Start in 2nd fret, G and D strings, hitting our A and our G simultaneously, picking down D, G, B strings, now we're going to hit 1st fret B and D string open, 3rd fret, 1st fret, G chord, 3rd fret, top string E, D, G, and D strings open. Take it up to that point. Okay, now our next part in the vocal melody is just going to be concentrated on this D string here. It's either open or the 2nd fret. And our bass is going to change a little bit. We're going to hit that D. Now we're going to E in the bass, A in the bass and 2nd fret, and then open again real quick. Now D in the bass, G in the bass and 2nd fret again. And then the last part of that is E open, D open, G, and B open. So I'll go through it again up to that point. Now we're going to repeat the first couple parts of that. Our next chords, 5th fret, B and D strings, 6th fret on the G. We're going to hit our B and G string and A string simultaneously and pivot off the D. Now we're going to E in the bass, and we're going to hit all 3 of these, D, G, and B. Right there on C chord, which would be 1st fret on your B string, 2nd fret on your D, 3rd fret on your A, and I'm moving it up one whole step, and then I'm going to bar on the 2nd fret here. Now I'm going to hit the A, the E, and the B strings simultaneously and pivot off the D string. Now I'm going to lift just the bottom part of the bar so the E string is open. Now I'm going to go to this next chord is a little bit funky. 3rd fret on your B string, 5th fret on your G string, 4th fret on your D string. I'm going to hit the A, the B, and the G strings, pivot off the D, then hit the E and the B string. So I'll go through that whole section again. Back into the verse. Chorus. Verse. It's the end part. We're going back to that funky chord, barring across the 3rd, 5th fret on your A and G strings, 4th fret on your D. Now I'm just hitting the B and the G strings there. And there you have it. There's your lesson for how do you do it. Good luck with the song.